Welcome back to Atlas Unlimited. Last time we walked across the Yume Bridge, one of Japan's longest suspension bridges. This time we're stepping back into Japan's past by visiting the Showa Museum in Yufuin. What's up everybody? We're about halfway through our Japan road trip. Today we're stopping at the Yufuin Showakan, which is a retro Japanese museum and kind of like experience because you actually get to like touch stuff.
Yeah, interact with stuff, and it's supposed to be pretty big, so
yeah,
it'll be really cool. I'm excited.
I'm excited. Yeah. Let's get in there. The eras in Japan are divided based on the reign of the emperor of the time. The Showa-era, which follows the reign of Emperor Hirohito, stretches from 1926 all the way up until 1989, seeing Japan through both its highest highs and lowest lows. After the devastation of World War II, Japan clawed its way back up to the top. For those who lived through this Japanese golden age, it felt like there was nothing Japan couldn't do. The term Showa means enlightened peace, and experiencing the past through this museum, I can't help but feel like that name is perfectly fitting. Oh, a saloon.
Wait a second. Come on. Wow. Oh, the whole doors and everything.
Pretty old-fashioned.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wow.
Got the jukebox. Got everything. Oh, wow. This is neat. Chairs.
Oh, that old upholstery.
I know. I love it. That's so cool. The floor, too. Like, check that out. Wow. It's like really all comes together. That's so neat.
Nothing symbolizes Japanese resilience quite like the motor scooter, and seeing ones this old in working condition is incredible.
This is our little midget.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, that's what it's called, so you can't take offense. The car certainly doesn't take offense.
Yeah.
So. That's so cute. Like, if you live in an area that just has like really good temperatures, you really don't have to worry about all this being enclosed and having AC.
Yeah.
And they have like their little truck bed on it.
That's adorable.
Their cars are so cute. This one you can.
That's cool.
This is like your average living room, I guess. You got your like tea, your little refrigerator, your adorable TVs. This is so cute. I love the spunky couch too. That's so fun. Wow.
It's adorable.
So cool.
I love these old TVs. It's really weird seeing stuff that you've played as a kid in an antique museum. I'm probably gonna have to get used to that.
Yeah, you're getting old.
I'm absolutely geeking out over the old technology, but JC, she's drawn to the vibes.
This is the coolest room ever.
And of course, nothing brings the nostalgia flowing back like taking a look at the toys you used to play with. I feel like I recognize Astro Boy, but
yeah,
it's funny because I don't even remember watching it when I was a kid.
No.
Where did you hear about it?
I don't know. I remember seeing it when I was a kid, but I didn't see it a lot. It was just like here and there that I'd, you know what I mean? You kind of see it around.
I think Astro Boy was one of, if not the first, Japanese anime to make it over to America.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's kind of what got started that relationship of shipping anime over. So it actually did pretty well. They used to have a statue over at Kyoto Station.
Yeah, I remember us trying to see that, but it wasn't there anymore.
I think they took it down, but that was like one of the meetup spots back there.
Jeez.
Many of the modern conventions of anime have their roots in Astro Boy. The large expressive eyes and minimized facial detail, even the modern tropes of holding on a still frame, these are conventions that Astro Boy pioneered and still have their footprints on modern anime. Much of the hard work done during the Showa era are the roots of the things that we now enjoy, and one of the most personally meaningful to me is Japanese cinema.
Oh my heck. This is awesome.
I don't know if this is really what the seat, like, this has to be what the seats used to look like. And to think that the old movies were so long, you used to have to have intermissions, like with Broadway plays.
Yeah, I could see that.
Can you imagine just like sitting in this for that whole time?
No.
Be a little tricky.
Yeah. I love my heated seats and recliners at the Majestic.
Yeah, yeah.
I was made for this time period.
As we step out onto the balcony and breathe in the fresh Yufuin air, I'm filled with gratitude for the Showa era. And although we're saying goodbye to the museum for now, there is one more room I have to show you. Welcome, dear mortal, to the Hall of Heroes. This is a room that I've been working on because I'm going to take every person who subscribes to my Patreon membership, I'm going to turn you into a marble statue, and we're going to fill this place with heroes. Not only is it going to be for Patreon members and just some sort of environment here in the videos, I'm working on creating a VR chat world where you can experience some of the Atlas content in a much cooler way. And I'm going to add the Hall of Heroes so that you can be immortalized for all to see and do whatever weird VR chat people do. These are my first two members, Ali Haskell and Logan Olson. Yes, one of them is my mom, but she doesn't get excluded just because she's my family. And aside from this, I have a lot of extra footage from the trip. I'm creating some extra Patreon videos, but I want to know what you guys would be interested to see most, because honestly, the most common question that I get is, what cameras do you use? So if you guys want to know more about that, maybe Patreon could be a place where I share how I make my videos, the gear that I use, etc., etc. Really, if you become a member, you can just shoot me a message and say what you want to see and I'll work on it. So anyway, I'm working on creating a version of the Atlas Theater that has the statues in it, but until then, we're just going to go back there and I'm going to show you about the next video. We're heading to Tachiko Gorge, one of the coolest boating experiences that you can have in Japan. And that video is actually already done and uploading at the same time, so head on over and check it out. I'll see you along the road.